Well, welcome back to Fifth Road Tarot. I am here to do your weekly tarot reading for the week of July 12th. My watch is broken. It won't go back to the original setting. Interesting. Well, hopefully it'll go back in a little bit. However, um, just wanted to get started today doing a couple of things this week. I'm going to go through some of the astrological things that are happening this week, or what we're at today, and but overall there are some planets that have a very longer effect or influence on our astrology, our astrological charts, things like that. And again, caveat, I'm sharing this because this is what I'm learning. And also, my focus is on moon phases. So, as I share, I'm learning. I just find it fun to share as I learn, and honestly, kind of treat this like a blog. Of you know, it's a vlog, but as an open, you know, kind of an open book. um, but then what I also want to do is share some of the spiritual insight I've gotten over the week. I don't know about you all, but I've had my dreaming has started to pick back up. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm getting more cardio, getting more rest, that kind of thing. But yeah, just wanted to share some spiritual insights that I've gotten through dreams, and then get started with the reading. And what I'll do is I want to start first by getting a little bit of an idea of what this week will hold by pulling a wild unknown, and then we'll kind of base the reading around that. But I'll also, of course, I'm open to change as spirit sees fit. So let's go ahead and get started. My notes for today, and of course I've got my book Mysteries of the Dark Moon by Demetra George. I love this book. And of course, if you're like me and you love reading, you probably have several books that you're reading at one time. So I hope you all are, I hope that's going well for you. So what we have now is the sun in Cancer. We've got Mercury also in Cancer. And as of today, Mercury has moved out of retrograde and is moving back to stationary position. So you might find that your communications with people get better, things that you have wanted to purchase, but maybe it was, maybe the website wasn't working, or your computer broke, or your internet has been down. Essentially, Mercury is a planet of communication, and how we communicate with others and how we receive communication. So usually in retrograde, it's just a really good, when Mercury is in retrograde, I know that a lot of people talk about Mercury in retrograde and like blame things on it, but sometimes you will find that your communication pathways, um, see like some problems or things like that. But because it's now moving out of retrograde, hopefully those pathways will get better for you if you've been having issues in those realms. Venus, Gemini is still in Venus, and Aries is still in Mars. Aries being in Mars is its home position. Uh, Mars is um, Mars is all about action and movement, and just like just like how it's just all about action. And this is its home space. This is its best place to be. Aries. Venus is all about how we love and our relationships and romance and things like that. So it being in Gemini is kind of And it's a little weird because sometimes, maybe we're focusing on um, like other relationships other than our main relationship, or maybe we're focusing on like our family relationships, things like that. Chiron, the wounded healer, and I just started looking that up. Hopefully, I can expand on that soon. But Chiron, the wounded healer, is in Aries as well. And I'm learning more about Chiron, so I'm not going to go too far in that. We are currently in the last quarter phase of the moon, which means, um, internally we are having an inner rebellion, and that inner rebellion is now reflected outwards. We can see that there is now a breakdown of useless forms happening, and that's pretty much a direct quote from Mysteries of the Dark Moon by Demetra George. The dark is also starting to become dominant, and there's also this disintegration of a belief or a thought, and we start to release attachment to permanency. And as I was reading that, I was hearing this quote of let go and allow, let go and allow, let go and allow. Yeah. Hmm. And that's about it for astrological and moon phase. So let's get into the reading and see what this week has in store for us. And again, this may not resonate, it may resonate. If this does not resonate, that's completely fine. If you are finding yourself resonating with it and want to explore a deeper reading, please contact me at FifthRoadShop@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to set up a reading for you. Okay. Actually, I did want to talk about some of the dreams that I had this week. And I think it relates to this idea of impermanency or letting go of attachment. So the dream was about walking through a very, very rich neighborhood, and it was interesting to see that the houses that I was walking, like the houses in the community, were, they used to be like these great, grand, kind of mansions, really. And people were, outside mowing lawns, cutting grass, trimming hedges. Kids were playing like it was normal. It was like normal on the outside, but the way that I saw the houses themselves, like the structure of the houses, is that the houses themselves, I could see their true nature. And even though people were, shouting hi to their neighbors, and, they were, and it was almost like it was just a normal neighborhood life, if you can imagine that. But the houses themselves were dilapidated. You could see right through the walls. You could see things were broken on the inside. Just the structure of the house itself was just, it was like it was falling apart, but I was the only one that could see that the house was falling apart. And it was very interesting to see that. But what was more concerning was the fact that, the people that were in the neighborhood and around and standing in front of their houses were acting as if the houses, were perfectly fine. And they wanted everybody else to believe in that collective lie, right? So that was the dream that I had. I don't know. Maybe it's just specific to me, but I figured I would share because it was one of the dreams that I've had recently that I actually remembered. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. I'm going to go ahead here and I'm gonna shuffle the Wild Unknown archetype cards to see what this reading might be about, or how we could get some guidance. Oh, of course, there was another card there. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I call in my ascended masters and teachers. I call on the spirit of the elements of air, water, fire, earth, and the fifth element, the element of nature that combines and unites us all. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please give us a card today that will help us through this week. Thank you, Spirit. Just one card, please, Spirit. Wow. Well, it gave me 2 cards, so I'll go ahead and take them. Okay, we've got the Poet and the Crone came out. Let's see here. I think you can see that. Yeah, I think that'll stay up. The Poet and the Crone. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see what cards I want to draw here. Spirit, which cards should I use? Okay. I don't know. Okay. All right. I'll use them. Spirit is like, yeah, use these cards, but part of me doesn't like using cards that I haven't used myself first. So let's just go ahead. I'm just going to follow what they say. Thank you, Spirit. Again, calling on my ascended masters and teachers. Call on the elements of air, fire, water, earth. And I call on the fifth element that combines them all, the nature of spirit, the universal nature that connects and unites us all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Can you give us some cards for this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Can you give us some cards? Thank you. Ooh, wow. Coming up fast there. Ooh. Okay. Did something flip? No. Okay. This is the Dream Enchantress deck. So I'm probably not gonna show the cards as much. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, okay. All right. Yep, one more, please. One more. Thank you, Spirit. No, I'm gonna, okay, I'm gonna take it. That's it. That's a lot. Let's see. The bottom of the cards say justice. Okay. All right. So first up, we've got the Two of Swords. We've got the Queen of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. At the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. All right. Okay. Let's see. It's interesting that we have we have 2 2s and a 3 out, but the rest is like court cards and high cards. It looks like someone is graduating. And when I say graduating, sorry, I'm just seeing like a graduation. And when I say graduation, someone is moving to another level. Yeah. I see change here, but it's kind of like these spurts and starts, and then all of a sudden it's like bam, okay, you're there. Um, all right, but let's look at these. I'm gonna read these cards first, the archetype cards, the poet and the crone. So let's see, the poet is one of the self cards, one of the selves, and I think the crone is also, yes, the crone is also one of the selves. So this could be moving, you're moving from poet to crone. Okay. So let's start with the poet. The poet, the artist, the witness, the truth teller. The poet's work is to feel immensely and not be afraid. They must seek out truth in the darkest corners of the world and carry it back for all to see. This unique capacity resides within us all, regardless of our relationship to creativity. When the poet energy is present, there is a call for deep honesty and reflection, for seeing the big picture within the little one. The poet rides effortlessly between the personal and the universal. It's possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work, but do not be discouraged. The words of the poet ring true for centuries to come, soothing the wounds of despair and violence that captivate our world. The poet's work is never finished. Find your voice and trust that the wind will carry it. So when this card is in its light energy, you are clairvoyant, wise, and timeless. But when it isn't, it is when it is in its dark energy, it is harmful words, sharp tongue, thwarted creativity. To go deeper, spend an hour reading poetry and then one more. So now let's read the crone. All right. The crone, the witch, the old woman, the sage. The crone has seen it all. Nothing frightens or surprises her. She is the final manifestation in the feminine trifecta of maiden, mother, crone. In her long life, she's witnessed endless cycles of death, sex, failure, rebirth, conflict, and regeneration, giving her the ability to rise above the world of duality. She laughs at notions of good or bad, right or wrong, as she has seen the earth churning, smoldering, taking life and giving life. The crone energy accepts everything in, devouring beauty and suffering with the same mouth, using their energy to reveal hidden secrets and knowledge. Her energy resides in all of us, though it is feared by most for its power and unconventional relationship with death and the macabre. Awakening the crone is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. I feel like I've chosen this card recently, or this card has come out recently, both of these. Okay, sorry. Aside from that, um, when the crone is in its light energy, it is magic, clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, and wise. But when it is in its dark energy, it is vindictive, bitter, isolated, and ostracized. To go deeper, study Dumavati, Hecate, Baba Yaga, and Lilith. And of course, as we're moving into the darker moon phase, this is where the crone becomes important, because in the trifecta as related to the moon, maiden is maiden is moving into that purification phase of the moon, the mother, and then the crone is when we're moving into the dark moon, the balsamic moon. Yeah, nice. Okay. The crone has a difficult time tolerating superficial, petty, day to day musings. She moves away from such relationships and seeks a deeper path, even if this means a more solitary life. So when I see this graduation here, there are two queens on the board. In the beginning, there's a decision, right? With the Two of Swords, there's a decision. There's kind of at a crossroads, really, where you are either making a choice down here on Earth, or you're getting a communication from above about your situation or about a situation. But swords are again about communication, and about air energy. So if not about a decision, it could be something where you're dealing with an air sign. Now we move to the Queen of Wands. And it looks as if that decision is based on an independence. Like you're moving toward this kind of a feminine level of independence. And the Queen of Wands is definitely this very free spirited, not just free spirited, but definitely in control and in power. Wow. And very, very active. So a lot of times the Queen of Wands is related to seduction, seducing. She's very sexually, like she's very sexual, like she's in control of her sexuality. And you can see in the card here, her throne is a tree out in nature. She's free. Like where I don't even know what the King of Wands would look like in this picture, right? So then we move on to the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is looking back at this Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands would be on this side. But as she looks over, she is coming with an offer for this Queen of Wands. And that at that point, we come to the Three of Wands, which is about collaborating with someone, building with someone, building with this offer that's coming. Someone is going to add something. Someone is going to add something to your independence. Interesting. But either way, someone is offering a collaboration with you to build something new. But then this Queen of Swords comes in. And it's interesting how the Queen of Wands, right, is kind of related to this poet energy. Kind of, in tandem with that. And then the Queen of Swords is in tandem with the Crone. And this is where I see this graduating energy. Because the Queen of Swords is often... Okay, so when I look at the Queen of Swords, this is my shaman card. This is someone who is delivering truth and honesty. Like no bull, there's no BS. And I feel as if this Queen of Wands has now either joined up to collaborate with this Queen of Swords, the shaman, or the Queen of Wands is moving into this Queen of Swords energy. And the reason that it's not even seriously like a reason. I actually had kind of a feeling about it. And traditionally, the Queen of Swords is about someone who is quick to cut off, someone who is very, very much watching over their kingdom, someone who's watching over their kingdom or queendom, should I say, someone who takes care of their people, but is quick to go to battle and cut something off if necessary. And again, there's this air energy here. But yeah, this is my shaman card. This is someone who brings in truth, someone who brings truth and into someone who communicates truth as the healing. And that's the shaman energy to me. So then we go into this Two of Pentacles, and it's interesting that we've gone from Two of Swords, which is deciding about communications, or deciding between like which path are we going to choose, which way are we going to go. And then this Two of Pentacles comes after this Page of Pentacles. So it looks as if we're finding balance between maybe this poet and this crone energy that have now collaborated to find something to work on together, to build together. Yeah. So instead of juggling the two, you're learning to put the two together. And I say queen, again, I say queen, but really, and it's not that you have to be a woman. This is about this could be, one of these could be representing your feminine energy in that regard. And my belief is that we possess masculine and feminine energy, so that you can tap into this Queen of Wands energy if you identify, if you are a man masculine appearing person. Yes. Or you can also tap into this feminine shaman side, this feminine swords energy. Again, if you are masculine presenting, this is not limited to genders. It's just queen can be masculine or feminine. Now, also, this could represent the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords could represent a mature, older woman, or matured matured independence, matured freedom, matured sexuality, mature, right? This could be a mature feminine energy. And this could also be a mature shaman, a mature communicator, a mature feminine, and when I say mature, older, or mature in emotion, right? So not just outwardly appearing mature. But the last card that we have up is this Ten of Pentacles. And this is all about abundance here. This is all about abundance. And of course, this is what this offer was alluding to. This Page of Pentacles brought this offer of abundance. And the Ten of Pentacles is, you're fulfilled. You've got, you've got a house. You can kind of just sit around playing the harp all day if you wanted to, with your family and your friends. It's essentially just, there's justice here. There could be some sort of a legal issue, because we've got the Justice card here. The Justice card is about, usually represents the law, can sometimes represent the end of a relationship or a partnership. But either way, this actually looks like the beginning of a partnership in this reading. Interesting. Okay, well, that is your reading for the week. And again, if we can kind of see how it ties into this last quarter phase of the moon, it looks as if maybe this Justice card is bringing the dissolution of a useless form, and you're coming together with something new. And I look at this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is really one of the only, this is the only bad, when I say bad, it's not bad, but this is the only card that kind of concerns me in this deck. So I'm gonna clarify this reading. I'm gonna clarify it with Wild Unknown. Let's see if we can get some clarification for this Queen of Swords. I'll call on my Ascended Masters and Teachers. I call on the elements of air, water, fire, earth, and the fifth element, the element that combines us all, unites us, the universal element, nature. Thank you. Okay, can you clarify the Queen? Okay, I asked really quickly to clarify the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Wands came up again. So, okay. So this is again, building something. And the Three of Wands here creates a portal. And it looks as if this shaman portal, right? This shaman, I'm looking at it and I keep seeing shaman. But this Queen of Swords is a shaman energy, is a portal into this balancing and abundance. And this is also, Pentacles are also about earthly abundance too. So it could be, something related to the earth, something growing in the earth. Okay, can we clarify the Two of Swords for me? Clarify the Two of Swords for me, please, Spirit. Thank you. Ha! And the Two of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Wands, which is blessings coming in. So it's as if you're choosing, but really what you're choosing between is what Spirit has sent you and what you're deciding. And Spirit's like, just take my offer. And the offer is coming in here, is related to the page. As we can see with the Page of Pentacles, that offer is coming. That is divine action. The blessings are coming in from above. This is blessings coming in from above. Choose the spiritual message. Like, if it comes down to a decision between what you think and what Spirit has told you, choose. And this, again, free will, but it is advisable to choose what Spirit has told you. Very advisable. Okay. Like, don't doubt it. Don't stray from it. Don't stray the blessings. Don't stray. Don't doubt the blessings that are coming in for you. All right. So I hope that you've enjoyed that reading. A little over 30 minutes, but yeah, if you are interested in a reading, please email me at fifthroadshop@gmail.com. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful week.